What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS, and before we get into the gameplay, we're going to show you how I usually am able to work overnights and prepare my videos. Somebody asked me on Twitter, GS, how do you come home and then you work directly on videos after working these long nights? Well, this is how I'm able to do it with this little product right here from Gamer Lab right here, G Fuel. Now, no, I'm not sponsored. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting anything. I don't get any free things sent to my house or anything like that. But actually, their website is in the description. This stuff is really good. I mean, it helps me. It definitely helps me focus more. It keeps me up. And who knows? Maybe they can see this and then maybe I will get free stuff. Maybe I will get sponsored. Who knows? I would absolutely love to. They sponsor some of the biggest gamers out there. Maybe I could be on their agenda list. Who knows? But check out their website. It's in the description. That stuff definitely helps me out. And maybe it can help you out. So go ahead and check it out. It's sugar free, by the way. And today's gameplay, we are using the Dallas Cowboys, and we are still trying to use, at this point in time, the West Coast offense. I thought that I kind of liked it when I used the Vikings gameplay, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and give it a shot with the Cowboys. You know, they have two really good running backs, so the problem is my opponent selected the Steelers, and I was like, things like that is going to happen. They have a really tough run defense, and it's not going to be easy running the ball. And I felt like when I decided to go with this playbook, I was like, you know what, I should be able to have success running the ball, and my opponent selects the Steelers. Like, well, if it's going to work, this is a good time for me to find out. After a big passing play right there, we end up trying to go fullback dive. We get shut down. Over the middle, we end up going to Winton, which we do end up switching for Des Bryant, because every time I tried to toss, it got shut down by Harrison immediately. So I end up swapping the two, like as you see right there. There's no blocking. So I thought maybe switching Winton over there and putting Des Bryant at tight end might give me some better blocking over there on the left. Oh, we end up throwing an interception right there. Definitely not a good read by me. He had looked like a cover 4, or he had 2-man under, and he had 2 purples, and I ended up throwing right into coverage. So now we're on defense, and now it's the defense's job to go ahead and get me this ball back without giving up any points. So let's see if we're able to do that. Right here, he ends up standing in the pocket, he's looking, and he ends up finding somebody. As you guys know, Steelers are a very tough team, even though they're overall kind of spiraled downward throughout the season. They still have a tough defense. They have really, you know, above average offense. You know, to me, a really good offense. You know, Mike Wallace is a beast. Ben Roethlisberger, I can't even say his name. Ben Roethlisberger is a very good quarterback. And, you know, Rainey is quick. Mendenhall is a big back that falls forward. You know, Miller's a good tight end. You know, they got some speed over there. And overall, I think they're a very solid team. To me, again, if I had to, you know, pick one team to, you know, play one game, if my life depended on it, I'm going with the Steelers. I feel like they have the best, you know, overall game that fits the way I like to play Madden. So as you see, you know, we're trying to redeem ourselves. We're trying to put points up on the board, and we're trying that running play, that toss that works so well with the Vikings, but unfortunately it's just not working. You know, now maybe it's the blocking, maybe I don't know what it is, but on 4th and 12, you see we don't got that 4th down swag this game, because whenever I'm trying out a new scheme, as we score a touchdown, you know, I like to give myself the most chances to go ahead and see what I can do from this playbook to get it to work. So I will be going for it on 4th down if the opportunity presents itself. You know, don't get me wrong, I will be kicking field goals and punting if the opportunity is there and I feel like I have to, but for the most part, whenever I'm trying out a new scheme, I definitely go for it on 4th down. I'm trying to, you know, give myself the most plays I can with this playbook to see if I can get comfortable with it. So we're up 7-7, and again, our defense is back on the field, and Cowboys definitely have a really good defense. Their man-to-man is really good. DeMarcus Ware is an absolute monster. You know, Ratliff down below is really good. Spencer is, you know, if you put Spencer at left end, he's a 99 overall. You put Ware on the other end, he's a 99 overall. And then you got Ratliff in the middle, so you end up got, you know, 3 great linemen right there as he ends up going for it on 4th down, and he doesn't get it. So, you know, Cowboys really got a good defense. Right here, we end up running with Romo. We get 5 yards. So right here, you know, as we are in the second quarter, it's a good opportunity to go ahead and take our first lead of the game. We're trying to get the running game going, and unfortunately, it's just really tough to go ahead and run on these Steelers, man. It's really hard. Their awareness is really high. They hit really hard, so it's not easy. And 3rd and 6, we roll outside the pocket with Romo, and we're looking, nobody's open, so we take off, and thankfully, we end up outrunning Harrison right there for the 1st down. So now you see we go back to the run, and he's unblocked. Every time I tried that toss, Harrison came in unblocked. Right there was a really good user by him. He ends up reading that completely and ends up undercutting the streak right there for an interception. So good play by him. I tested the user and I failed miserably. So as you see, D-Wheel right there gets a sack. So now it's 2nd and long, and oh, he caught the ball on a batted pass right there. Good concentration by Miller. And right here, we're going for the bait. We are going for the bait. Look, we're following him. Oh, we cut back inside. We see him open. Don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody, please give this man a link to my channel. We completely bait him in, and we end up sprinkling a little bit of that user juice, and we end up getting an interception, and that right there was huge. So now, because we stopped him, that was huge because we stopped him, and he was also receiving ball at halftime. So he had an opportunity to get back-to-back scores on us, so that stop was crucial. So now we got a chance to go ahead and put some points up before halftime. We'll take a field goal. We'll take anything we can get at this point because he is getting the ball to start the second half. So any type of points right here is very crucial. Right there, we lose mega yards, bring it to a 3rd and 8. Right here, we're standing back with Roman. We find Jason Witten over up top. So we got we're in field goal range right here. The clock is ticking, so we want to kill as much time as possible if we could as well. You know, we don't want to give him too much time to be able to score, get ball back, score again. You know, that's a no-no. We don't want that. So we let time tick. Thankfully, he didn't waste any timeout. So right here, we end up kicking a field goal. So now he has 3 timeouts with 50 seconds left. If we're able to hold him from scoring at this point, we should be okay going into the second half because we'll have a lead. You know, anytime you're up going into the second half, it's always a good thing. So hopefully we can go ahead and stop him and not allow him to score or tie this game. So right there, he ends up throwing quickly to the left, 2nd and inches. He ends up backing up with Roethlisberger. He goes deep. He definitely got him open on the streak, but thankfully he's overthrown. That was an easy touchdown right there. And right here, he's looking. We got everything pretty much locked up. He ends up running outside with Roethlisberger. We end up getting a sack. So we call a timeout to force a punt to get the ball back to see if there's anything we can do right here. Maybe we can put up a big passing play to get us in field goal range. Who knows? You know, maybe we'll get lucky and we can score on this play right here. So on 1st and 10, we end up backing up and we go deep to Brian and he gets it. And then we call another timeout. Work to perfection. We're able to get in field goal range and we kick a field goal. And that's big because if he does score coming out of the half, we do. You know, we're only down 1, so that right there puts us in good position to play catch up if he's able to score. So that right there was really key right there, and hopefully we can go ahead and continue to play, you know, the defense that the Cowboys can play. You know, having Carr and Claiborne, their man-to-man is pretty high. They're both above 90, and you know, Skandrick at, you know, big speed. Where's an absolute monster, you know, and I'm looking to take advantage of, you know, the cornerbacks that I have. Hopefully they can, you know, just jump a route for me and make something happen. So right here, it is 3rd and 3. Right here's a you know, crucial stop to bring it to 4th down. But he ends up throwing up top and he ends up finding somebody wide open. He ends up scoring a touchdown. So right there definitely sucks. There's nothing more frustrating than giving down big plays on 3rd and 4th down. You know, 1st and 2nd down definitely does not hurt as much as knowing that you are a couple of stops away from receiving the ball. And right there, I think I'm going to have to disable the comments section. I just made. You guys are going to kill me. I do that too much. I need to leave that alone. But it's like, I can't help it, man. It's like, I want that extra speed boost running out of the end zone for a possible return. But all I do is keep muffing it. I don't know what's going on. But right here on 3rd and long, we're standing inside the pocket. You know, we're trying to find somebody to get open. You know, we're moving, and thankfully we end up finding somebody open deep downfield. So that right there was a big play to continue to move the ball forward and get ourselves a new set of downs. So right there, we end up checking down to Jones, and we get really close to a 1st down, and all we want to do is sneak our way into field goal range, or worst case scenario, we regain the lead. That's all we want to do at this point. And right there, we throw to Brian, and Brian has been clutch this game. He's been coming through. Right there, we try running to the opposite side. Maybe it's going to work. Wrong. Instead of Harrison, we run into Woodley. I mean, we really don't have too many choices on where we want to run. Right here, he's hitting us with the big old fag D right here, so he's not sending anybody. So now we have enough time to just stand there and and find somebody. That right there, I prefer that fag D over the 1-man rush, because that 1-man rush, eventually they're going to get in. If they're sending nobody, it's a lot easier to go ahead and take your time and find somebody. Eventually you will. And we end up checking down to Murray right there, scoring a touchdown. We try to go for 2 to make it a full 7-point lead. Unfortunately, we don't get it. So now it's a 5-point game at this point. So a touchdown gives them a 2-point lead, and hopefully we can not see that on the scoreboard. We don't want him to see 21. You know, we don't want him to score. So hopefully, you know, the defense can come through for us. And you know, right there's a big play action, and he goes deep up top again, and this time he's not overthrown. This time he ends up holding on to it, breaks a couple of tackles, and ends up scoring a touchdown. So just right immediately, you know, blink of an eye, snap of a finger, touchdown, boom, just like that. And that right there is never a good situation. So now we're back on offense, and now we got to feel like we have to score on this very tough defense. And the formation that I'm running really isn't that easy to score. But look at this, Brian, what the spectacular catch. That right there reminds me of, what was it, Madden 08? That was absolutely beautiful. He comes through with the wonderful, spectacular catch in midair. He lands, nobody's in front of him. We end up scoring a touchdown. We go for 2 again, and this time we don't get it either. So now it is a 4-point game. Instead of us having 27, we're down to 25, going for 2. You know, try to take it, you know, trying to get those extra points back, you know, for kicking those field goals, trying to even it up to a full touchdown lead. Unfortunately, we don't do that. But look at Pepper right there coming through with the backwards interception, and that right there was a huge defensive stand. Like I said, the Cowboys have playmakers all over the field, offensively, defensively. So, you know, you make a bad read, they will make you pay for it. So right now, a field goal does put us up by a full touchdown, but we don't want that. We want that touchdown. So we go to Winton. Right here was a tough decision. We like, you know what? We're going to go for the win right here. And we end up failing on the toss. And I know you guys will be like, yo, GS, you should have kicked the field goal. Come on, son. You preach the 4th down swag all the time. Like, I know I really wanted this win. I felt like scoring at the 1-yard line would have put him away. But if I didn't get it, he still has to drive 99 yards. So either way, I like the chances of my defense being able to come up with the stop in this situation. So I went ahead and went for it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it. So now it's on my defense. Let's see if they can bail me out with the stop right here. You know, first couple of plays, he's looking really good. He's staying inside the pocket right there, but he runs right into D. Ware for another sack right there. So now it's 3rd and long, and we get another sack, this time by Ratliff. So it's 4th and long. He decides to go for it. He ends up throwing deep up top, and we end up just swatting that down. So now we're able to, you know, take advantage of the field position we have. We end up checking down the Murray and scoring a touchdown. So us going for it and not getting it didn't hurt us whatsoever. And trust me, we still got that 4th down swag. Don't think it's going anywhere. Just whenever we're trying a new scheme, we want to try and use it as many plays as possible. So right here, we're up 11 points, and we feel confident about our chances to come away with this victory. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I've seen some crazy things happen. You know, he definitely has enough speed on that field to go ahead and score quickly. So hopefully we can go ahead and limit that. Right there's a fumble, and look at D. Ware coming through. Who else is going to come up with the big play? D. Ware ends up recovering the football. And that right there was absolutely biblical to recover that ball on the sidelines like that. So now we pretty much just want to kill the clock. You know, limit him with opportunities to touch the ball. And as I say that, we throw an interception in the coverage. We were in the field goal range. Why didn't we just run the ball? I don't know. I sometimes make stupid mistakes, and that was definitely one of them. So right now, he's still back in his ball game. And right there, he goes up top of the streak, and thankfully, Carr was ahead of him, so we don't allow that. And again, you got to watch out for Wallace, because streaking him can be very, very deadly. He can score in just, you know, a millisecond. So we got to watch out for that. That is the most important thing to look out for on this drive. Do not let Wallace get past the secondary. So right here, he rolls outside the pocket. He goes over the middle, and nobody's open right there. Well, he had somebody open, but he was overthrown. And right here, he ends up throwing over towards the right, and he dove and catches the ball. Beautiful stretch right there. And right here, he calls the timeout. He goes over the middle. Look at Pepper again coming through with the interception. Is it safe to say that this man is going to get the game ball? I think so. I think he is. I think we will go ahead and do that. He comes through with 2 huge interceptions, but the most important one was the first one that went ahead and got us the 2-possession lead. And at the very last play of the game, we end up calling a sweep, and we end up scoring a touchdown. Of course, fitting, right? GS will score a touchdown running the ball at the very last play, when the other 30 times I ran the ball, I didn't get nothing. But we end up winning the game. We end up coming through. It was tough, but we end up battling it out, and we end up scoring You know, just enough points to edge our way past the Steelers. Very tough team, but we're able to come through with the victory. As always, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch my content. From the bottom of my heart, I love each and every single one of y'all. If you guys can find Gamma Gamers on Twitter, you guys should hit them up. Let them know that they should sign your boy GS. They got a whole bunch of commentators. Why can't I be one of them? As always, it's your boy GS signing out. Follow me on Twitter if you're not already. It's your boy, and I'm out. Give it to me, baby.